Welcome to the Bright Ideas Sports Show.
What's going on, everybody?
I don't know what happened. I don't know why stuff's not working, but we figured it out. Marcus was right. He's like, why don't you do an update on the computer? And sure enough, there were some updates on the computer.
Yeah. Man.
So sorry about that, folks. I hope y'all hear us now. Happy New Year. No, we hadn't seen y'all since last year. It's been a while.
Yeah, man. Welcome back. Happy 2020.
The holidays tore me up because, I do Christmas lights, so it's rough. And y'all, I'm going to stop doing it if y'all don't come and see my Christmas lights.
Please go see this man.
Please. Herman Mannings came and saw my Christmas lights.
Oh, that's what's up, Herman.
That was good. I was like, he texted, said, man, the lights up. I was like, yeah. It's like, he said, you should come by. He's like, do you have to be there for it to be? I was like, nah, it happened regardless. I said, where are you? He's like, outside your house. So it was pretty cool. So a lot of sports happened during this 2 or 3 week hiatus that we took. We already taken vacations in our first year of podcasting.
Hey, man, when you giving quality information that we giving out,
you know what I mean?
You deserve to get a vacation, man.
So I got a Falcon shirt on today, and Marcus got an Alabama shirt on. And before y'all say anything, yes, those are two losing teams. But you know what? That's all right. Alabama going to be back.
We still here, though.
I wish we would have got rid of Dan Quinn, though. But
yeah, man. That was
so moving
Arthur's, his loyalty is going to be his downfall, man.
Man, who you telling? I just think that that was not a business move. And
you should look at Jerry. Look at Jerry and with Jason Garrett. His loyalty was the downfall, wasting years.
Yeah.
Of good teams.
And that's what he's about to do. But we're not in the playoffs, so we got to talk about other cities' playoffs.
Yeah, we got to talk about this other stuff, man.
But the college football playoff is upon us. It's, Thursday today? So we got about 4 more days.
Right.
Before Monday, January 13th in the New Orleans, the secondary Benz Dome. Clemson versus LSU.
Last time a Louisiana team was in this dome, they got beat.
Oh, yeah, they did.
So
they barely crossed the 50-yard line.
Last time they played in this game. This is going to be a very interesting game. I do truly think that the two best teams in college football this year are playing in this championship. I think the semifinals were very good, very competitive. I think that all 4 teams, well, Oklahoma exclusion, showed up and gave us a good show. But here, I think these are the two best teams, and I'm really kind of excited to see this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's a lot of narratives going on. Mr. Etienne, the running back for LSU, wasn't recruited by LSU.
Yep.
They let him get out of Jennings, Louisiana. He had a pretty good article on, I think that was ESPN today. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, so it was like he was the best thing come out of Jennings since sliced bread. Had his number retired back in November. I guess they had a bye or something, and he got to go home and get his number retired. And when they played against Alabama in the most recent championship game, his high school spelled out, put a J, and then put his number up. I don't think they're going to be putting his number up for this game.
No.
If you ever been to Louisiana, they die hard. It's only 2 teams to cheer for: an NFL team, and a college team.
That's it.
LSU. So I've been to both, unfortunately. Spent a lot of time in Baton Rouge, the Red Baton. It was had a good time down there, but they got them a good team. But they're coming up against a really good team. How does Clemson beat LSU?
Well, do you know that this is the number 1 offense versus the number 1 defense playing in the championship?
Yeah, I think that. Has Joe really had a defense that got after him?
No.
I don't think so. Alabama wasn't a good defense.
No.
That Texas game was just straight.
Probably the best defense they saw was probably Florida.
Yeah, and that Clemson's better than Florida.
Right.
So I'm not saying they're better coached, but Dabo is a champion. So I think that's how it's going. They got to beat them on defense. They got to limit those big chunk plays that they get, because they'll get them in a hurry.
Well, I give it to Dabo Swinney and the defensive coordinator, understanding that this is a somewhat of a mimic of the Saints' offense. The key is in the quarterback.
It is.
And if you look at all the games that LSU played, which they played outstanding, the plays that hurt you is when Joe Burrow get away from the blitz or the rush.
Alabama, Lord.
You can't get him on the ground. if Clemson is able to tackle on defense, I think they can cause LSU to get off the field offensively because it'd be those third downs. He did it against Bama. He did it against Georgia. He did it against Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the downs that it's going to take for Clemson to have to win in order to win this game.
So you think it's a spying thing? He doesn't run that much.
No. I think it's come down to fundamental tackle. If you blitz, then you need to be able to get to him and get him on the ground. The problem is that the teams that have played LSU haven't been able to get the dude on the ground.
Yeah,
so
and he'll extend the play, and they all come back to the ball.
And I mean, you got those receivers running, playground routes. They wide open, bro.
Yeah.
I think my defense got him down, and I'm like, okay, they got him, but then this dude that ran 20 yards past me, wide open.
Yeah, and they be wide open. Georgia was letting them get behind them, man. I just think that Dabo is going to have a game plan for him. Best defense, about to see, because it's about to get tested.
But here go the deal.
Do you think LSU's offense is timing routes? I think it's just pure pro form. So like I'm saying, like if they get back there, I mean,
I think it's a lot of 10 and ins, 10 and outs,
and check
button
down.
hooks, things like that. But the plays that hurt them
The chunk.
is those out of the pocket plays.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what we forget: we don't think about. Clemson's offense ain't half that bad. Trevor Lawrence is the truth, bro. I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I think this dude is gonna be like a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady by the time he through, bro. If
More
nothing don't happen
athletic,
to
though.
him. More athletic and able to put it on the money.
Yeah, he can throw.
This dude is the best quarterback out of the ones that's going into the draft this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's I think Joe Burrow. Yes, he's had one of the greatest seasons at the helm, because if he was that good, why he didn't beat out Justin Fields?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Came into the right situation.
He had the right game, right situation, right scheme.
And I don't want to hate on him because I want everybody to be successful. But I mean, the Bengals, man, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a tough one, bro.
Remember the words, Achilles Smith. At least you don't have to pay him that much no more. So
yeah, you're right.
Because Achilles got like 40, 50 million, something like that.
But if I look at the draft, who I would take a chance on if I had to take it right now with them, it'd be that boy from Oregon.
Oh yeah, the quarterback. Yeah, he's good. I forgot his name right
Hubert.
now. Yeah, Hubert. Hebert.
Is
it Hubert? Herbert.
Herbert.
Looks like Hebert, like Bobby Hebert.
I think he's probably the best prospect coming out this year. It would have been Tua, but he broke up.
So the 3 things for Clemson to win.
3 things for Clemson to win is that they probably should control the clock. I think with LSU, you got to keep the offense off the field, and you got to control the clock and do some nice long drives. Because that defense, I mean, it ain't all that against a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, what Clemson has to do is that they have to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
They got to tackle Joe Burrow. They got to tackle those receivers. They got to tackle that running back. They got to tackle. If they missing tackles, it's going to be a long day. And number 3, just be aggressive. Be what got you there. Be the team that you are. What we forget, think about Clemson last year against Bama. They had them freshman receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They had Trevor Lawrence. They had ETN. They had that defense that moved on to the NFL, but it seemed like they done reloaded in that.
Yeah.
They ain't a bad team, right? And that's what I'm saying. They played Ohio State in probably one of the toughest physical champion playoff games in college football that we've seen.
Yeah, that was good.
And they came back. I mean, they showed resilience. What LSU going to do if Clemson have to go up 14 on them? What they going to do, try to air it out every time?
Nah, they can't do that.
That's one-dimensional.
Yeah. Pin your ears back and get to Joe.
Right.
So, for me, the 3 things for LSU to win is they got to hit on when Joe moves out the pocket. That's when they got to make their plays.
They're killing them.
They got to remember little number 22. What's his last name? Can't think of him.
Tulane.
Two.
The running back.
Yeah. What's his? I can't think of his name right now. He has to be involved in the passing game too, because if the defense is taken away from the wide receivers, he's gonna have to be the man, and he's shown that he can do that. And number 3, they have to play good defense too, because Clemson ain't no pushover. And LSU's defense is not up to LSU standards in defense.
Nah.
So everybody got to do a little bit different. I think Clemson's more balanced. LSU's more tilted offensive-wise. You know, it's kind of like down the highway in New Orleans. You know, they're kind of tilted toward the offense that, you know, but it's going to be a good one. I mean,
one more thing to think about. So if you look at the past championship games that have happened, it's always been coaching that decided the game.
Mm-hmm.
Nick with the fake punt.
Yeah.
Dabo with the little gimmick play he ran and down to go. So I think it's going to be a nip and tuck game, but it's going to come down to coaching.
You think Orgeron has that in him?
I think he's a gambler, and I think that might come back.
I think he's the new form of Les Miles.
Yeah, he's a gambler.
He's emotional.
Yes,
he's very
emotional.
For him to be, you know, getting all hyped to beating a not great Bama team. I mean, I understand it was a big win in Tuscaloosa. It was Tuscaloosa, right?
Yeah, it was.
And I mean, and you know, getting into it and F this and F that. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all, 8 years. That's a long time. That's two full high school classes. You know?
But what I can say, Kev, is they didn't let that be the pinnacle of their season. They continue to play well. They continue to put up the points. And people, when I talk about this, I tell them, man, I'm not down in LSU.
Me neither.
I'm not putting.
I like LSU. Brandon
I think LSU is a good. They one of the top 2 teams in college.
They got it right.
For sure.
They got
no
it right.
doubt about that.
Should they expand it? That's another day. No, that's too many games. That's too much.
Clemson, LSU is going to be a slobber knocker in New Orleans in the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Well, that's good because we segueing into our next little talk.
Who you got?
I got Clemson. I'm going with Dabo, our newest coming up coach. Alabama's coach will be Dabo Swinney.
What score? What you got?
Tight. Not by a field goal. I think by 10, whoever wins it. It's going to be 30. Not 10. It's like, LSU's going to get like 1, 2, 3, maybe. They're not going to get any rushing touchdowns, but they will get 3 touchdowns probably. So 21 to 31.
My gut tells me Clemson, but my head is saying LSU hadn't been stopped yet. But I'll go with my gut. I got Clemson. I like the 10-point one, but I'm going 41-31.
Ooh, higher. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured, okay. That's good. I figured they're going to try to slow it down, though, because think about it. You can run the ball and keep it out of their hands, fast offense.
But you can't keep that uncaged gorilla back there with that Trevor Lawrence. He going to yeek that thing.
Hey, it's good. So, LSU is from what division?
The West.
The West, okay. So, LSU's from the West. Who's the coaches in the West?
Yeah, so many have changed.
Who's the alpha, the male?
St. Nick.
St. Nick. Merry Christmas.
Number
1. After that, I guess you could say Gus.
Yeah, Malzahn.
And then
Orgeron,
just because of the results this year. After that,
you got Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State.
Well, with that being said, the state of Mississippi is tired of losing.
Boy.
They're tired of losing. Ole Miss jumped out of the gates and went and got Lane Kiffin. The reason I like that hire, number 1, is because he can recruit everywhere. So he has the nation. So, because, I mean, unfortunately, that state, you know, I can only imagine what coaches say on the coaching trail. Like, you really want to go to Mississippi? Come on, man. Real. You know, you brother going over to Mississippi, that might not be the right place for you. And they're losers. So, Lane's going to bring some players that we probably don't even know about that are in Florida, up to Ole Miss, and he's very creative on offense. Who did he hire for his defense? His dad again?
No. I don't know who he.
He hired. No, he didn't hire Nolan, did he? That was somebody else. Dallas hired Nolan. I was thinking of somebody else. He hired somebody. We'll look it up. We'll figure it out.
The guy from Maryland, the one.
Yeah.
Durkin.
Yeah. That's the one that got in
DJ
trouble
Durkin.
with the kid that died in the workout.
Yeah.
So that, and then that really forced the hand of Mississippi State today, and they signed Mike Leach. What you think?
You know, these two hires are good in terms of bringing attention, bringing excitement to your team and to your state. But let's look at it and break it down of the philosophies of both of these guys. Let's start with Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin was under Saban, learned a lot of the tricks of the trade. He want to get back into action. But just like everything, he's not starting with a solid foundation.
Yeah,
he got to build that up. So how he goes about building it up is going to see how Ole Miss is affected in terms of a program, because if he does a good job and does it systematically, they could be good. But they'll have a good dynamic offense. He has an offensive mind, but we'll see if he's learned his lesson from his first couple of rounds as a head coach, and can he actually lead a program and develop a program to be where they think they want to be. Mike Lynch, on the other hand, was shocking to me because I was like, wow, Mississippi State, y'all really were trying to just make a splash in the water more than anything with this particular hire, because if you look at this guy, and it's not like he won anything. It's not like he's been a part of any winning program. All he's done is score some points.
They got to have a defense.
That's it. You got to have a defense. And what I don't like about college right now is everybody's getting away from those stellar defenses, man. Those shutdown defenses, and that's why I picked Clemson, because I think they have a defense that actually can tackle, and that's the fundamental of being a great defense. So Mike Leach is going to quickly understand that in the SEC, we ain't doing no shootout, buddy. We gonna have some defenses that's gonna shut you down, bro.
Nah, he's not gonna be doing that.
Nah,
we got a Ole Miss lover. A Mississippi State fan, trying to get him to call in right now. He's pretty inclined with the situation down there.
Georgia boy Pascal got a 34-24. Which way?
Which way, Rico? Which way did you put it?
Clemson. I must be Clemson, LSU.
He's probably going LSU. Rico like the Lakers. So
no, I'll be waiting on this call, and that's the other reason, man. These fans, being an Alabama fan, really don't have a lot of noise to talk to anybody, because ain't nobody been better than us for a while.
That's our call, right?
Let's see what he got. Clemson. That's what he got.
What's up?
Gentlemen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Let's just give him
It's a great day to be a Mississippi State Bulldog fan. We're back. We're back.
I don't know yet.
We don't need no defense. We're just going to outscore you. We got the athletes.
Yeah, y'all got them. Mike Leach has finished in the top 10 like the last, I don't know how many years, his passing offense, but you still got to be able to have a defense. Ask us.
We'll be all right. I'm just glad we got rid of Moorhead. I told you 8 weeks ago when I saw it coming, we were going to lose to Tennessee. We did, and we finally got rid of Moorhead. That joke, that nightmare is over. And now the next thing we're getting ready to do is y'all hold on to this now. We're getting ready to retire Saban. That's what we're getting ready to do. We're going to run him out of town.
That's okay.
Pipe dreams,
That's
baby.
okay. Y'all got to worry about Lane, and then after that, Dabo Swinney will come home. Guarantee.
Yeah, you never want to be the one to follow. You never want to be the one to follow the king.
He only won beat him twice,
and he's building his own. He's building his own. His own kingdom up there.
So when Mama called, though, that's the bear.
Yeah, well, that's what the bear said.
When Mama called, he beat Saban. He's 2-1 versus Saban.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So he come to town.
But the enthusiasm that I hear in your voice of this Mike Leach hire, I think was the reason for this hire. Not that I think personally that Mike Leach is going to lead Mississippi State to a national championship, but I think it puts some fire into the program that gets fans excited that there's a chance that something can develop into something very good. So how do you feel as a fan?
It's been a while
with
this type of excitement that I hear in your voice about Mississippi State.
It's wonderful, and it's wonderful. A majority of the Mississippi State fans I've spoken to today or have communicated with via social media, the lion's share of them are jumping over the moon. We're excited about it. It is. We needed something. I mean, we were in the doldrums of the short Joe Moorhead tenure, and what the Mississippi State administration did is they went and got the best available coach that was out there.
Yeah,
they were looking at Sark. I know they look at Sark real hard, and I thought Sark could have been Sarkisian could have been a possible good option. I think his personal issues, kind of, created a little bit of, potential doubt. But at the end of the day, we're bringing a whole new level of scoring to the SEC, or maybe not a whole new level. We're going to mirror what you're seeing LSU's doing right now, just scoring.
Yeah.
And I like LSU. I like LSU. Monday night, they just can score. It's going to be good. I mean, in 3 years, the Egg Bowl is going to determine who's going to win the SEC West.
And how many years?
On to win
how many?
In three.
Ooh.
And that's when Saban's going to say, I've had enough.
Yeah, I mean, the game is. I'm not gonna lie, the game is catching up to Saban, but he at least offensively decided to hey, we can throw the ball like that, and I think that's gonna be mobile quarterbacks in Bama for the rest of the time. Now we can't have no more sit in the pocket guys, because we got a young gunner coming from Mater Dei, California, who registered and enrolled in school this week. So don't think it's gonna be easy. I did see that. I watched him in All-American game. He's got a huge upside. Oh yeah,
I think your boy Tua made a great decision for him.
Oh yeah,
personally,
yes.
He's supposed to.
And I personally also think that Jake Fromm from Georgia kind of looked at that whole situation and said, "That could be me. I better get out of here and go get this."
He missed his window.
And go get this 14, 15 million while I can. I cannot blame him.
You don't think he missed his window? I think he fell very low.
If he could have gone last year, he probably would have made a little bit more money. Yes,
right.
I do.
Yeah.
Right.
I do.
Right.
I do. But he's one of the other quarterbacks now. He'll get paid, kind of like some of the other coaches that they seem to be wanting. The other coaches they seem to be wanting to just hire for these NFL jobs right now.
We get into that on the next slide.
Right.
The next slide.
Right.
But I'm excited that the ride down 82 is going to be worth it now.
It is definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be, and I believe Mississippi State. Where we playing that game next year? Is that in Bama?
I don't know, but hey, we taking somebody hip out when we play y'all.
Yeah, that's the Starkville.
Oh, actually, that was home for you, so it's in Starkville.
Yeah, we breaking, even if it's
no, it was in Starkville.
Yeah, it was in Starkville.
So it was in Starkville.
We breaking the bus driver hip. Anybody's hip is getting messed up. Everybody's hip is game.
Walker.
Mike Leach White's
Somebody's
hip
leaving on a walker.
is game. Anybody. Y'all messed the season up for us. Lord, y'all messed the season up for us.
All right. Well, gentlemen, keep up. You have a great show. I'm loving it. And all I can say is, Hail State. Ring them cowbells.
Yeah, ooh. All right, my brother.
Take it easy.
All right. So,
man, I love. You know what? I was thinking today about something, and I was like, I love the enthusiasm of SEC fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who the most hopeful fans in the entire SEC?
The Mississippi State fans?
Georgia fans.
Oh, they the most hopeful.
As soon as they lose, they start talking about what they got next year that's going to put them in the championship to win it all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even a day old. They already moved on to the next one.
Yeah.
I wish every team had the hope that Georgia fans have.
Sound
like Mississippi State got some of that
Well,
hope.
I did want to give a shout-out to George Pickens Jr.
Yeah, he balled out.
George's dad and I battled against each other in Birmingham's basketball, and just to see his son doing that, he's there with him all the time. Congratulations, Pop! You're good.
Yeah.
You're a great dad. I mean, I see you at every game, rain, sleet, or snow. You got the team with you, and that was a good sign to see him get that award for. Was it 175?
Yeah.
He went all the way off. The first thing he said, he want to thank God and his family, and the rest is
closer to the draft.
Yes, sir. Closer to the
draft. That
draft.
put him a little higher in the draft, right
Green room. We can call you Green Room Pickens now. But congratulations on that most valuable player, or is it what they call it? They don't say most valuable player in pro. Most outstanding player. MOP.
MOP.
You the MOP.
Yeah.
The MOP.
Yeah.
There you go. So moving out of college, we hopefully those games are exciting and we can play with those. So coaching changes in the pros. I mean, in the college level leads to coaching changes in the pros.
Man.
So we had a lot of these are pretty at least 3 well-known. These are original teams, right?
Yeah.
Redskins, Cowboys.
AFC East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real. So
NFC East, sorry.
So going through the quickness, Matt Rule is going to
The Panthers.
I wonder how he decided that versus the Giants because I think he likes RPO though because that's what he ran at Temple.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy, good hire.
Offensive mind should be able to get the Cowboys
The best out of
offense
them.
together.
Ron Rivera is going to bring for the Redskins.
Defense.
He's going to bring defense and he's going to bring order because I read some articles like they say that their facility is off the chain. Like it's like there's no secrets because the players because it's such a small facility that they're like the administrative staff is right across the hall from the locker room. So if somebody get mad, they just go right across the hall and just spill the beans. So I heard Ron Rivera is going to clean up that. And then the final one, I don't know. I mean.
Patriots next to your name, you all world.
A special teams coach.
Well, they can come get our GM.
They can have him.
They can come get him to Demetrius.
Y'all can have him because it's something. So I mean, I like the Matt Rule. I thought there was going to be a little bit more college coaches coming, like Lincoln Riley. Thought he was going to get pulled up to the Cowboys actually. But I think he wasn't trying to experiment with the team. He realized he has a good team, and they need to.
Get the best out of him right now. These other two are rebuilding. They got young quarterbacks. They got rid of a lot of people on their defense and all that different stuff. That's just going to be a building process. Ron Rivera probably has a better shot than Joe Judge.
The defense is actually pretty good.
Yeah, they would just hurt a lot.
Yeah, and they just fine tune the offense a little bit better and
running the ball
and
get a good running back.
And I think his moxie has already came in there because Daniel Snyder wanted to keep the old GM, not the GM. What's the guy, the player? Like Thomas Dimitroff. He wanted to keep that guy, but he fired him. He wanted that's who I want to stay. But Rivera was like, nah, we need to.
A whole new regime.
Because you can't do that. If you bring a coach like that, he come from the '86 Bears. So I mean, he not having that. Now Judge, I saw something. Matter of fact, this afternoon, he was saying that he was going to bring back tackling and pads and bring an old school mentality. In the words of Bomani Jones on Twitter, he's like, "That's not going to work out."
That's right.
Because soon as he lose those players.
That's it.
Feel like he's not worried about their bodies.
He's gonna have a stroke out there.
Yeah, man, he won't last long. And then
Matt Rule should help the Falcons for a couple of years because it's gonna take him a couple of years to get it together, especially if they get rid of Cam.
Yeah, but Matt Rule, Brandon, my cousin, coached with him. He's a pretty good guy, so I wish him the best. I was just sitting there thinking when I saw that hire, I was at work when it popped up. I was like, man. B-Dub could have been in the pros.
So could have
been
Carolina
in the NFL games. And the last team in the middle,
the
Black Hole. I think they're holding out for Josh Daniels.
That's gonna be a terrible hire with those personalities. They similar to, I guess, the Redskins. They need a coach that can come in and restore some order and give them guys some direction because. I mean, you could see Freddie Kitchens didn't have no control over him, and it's hard to try to control a game and also attempt to call plays. So I think they need a hard-nosed coach.
Yeah, they do. They got to get some order because you think Beckham gone?
Nah, he'll be there. He just got there. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, well, it's going to be exciting because it's a lot of the NFC East. They was the kind of the worst division.
Yeah, that's why the Eagles went in and lost quick.
Limping. They came in limping. Should have been the Cowboys. Sorry, all you Cowboy lovers. But, hey, it happens. Got anything else for that segment? Nothing? Oh, okay. Well, we're moving on because we got to start sliding into this sport that I love too, NBA. I went to the game last night to see the Hawks and the Rockets. Man, it was a barn burner. They was whooping the Hawks' tail. We first started. It was I think they're down 20, 23, James Harden had like 25 points at halftime, 26 points, something like that. But the Hawks, they're young. They need, like I said, we could talk about them all day, what they need. But they get Drummond. That should help them a little bit. But Trey was outstanding. James Harden was outstanding, as you know. But the thing that I was impressed with was Eric Gordon, man. Like, he's big. He's big. Like, I thought he was like slim and skinny. So when he goes to the lane, it's like he's like a little LeBron. Like,
oh wow,
his size, equivalent size player. Like when Hunter would get up on him or Kevin Huerter, you just take it and boom, 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 and go to and get the foul. So he's a professional scorer. That's what he's supposed to do.
yeah, there it is.
So that's the power rankings. How do you like him? Anybody you take out?
I was reading today that they were talking about how complete of a team the Celtics is from top to bottom.
Celtics get off to the slowest starts in all of basketball, man.
Yeah.
They get out to very slow starts, kind of like who else does that on this list? Clippers do that sometimes too, but I don't understand how the Celtics above the Clippers.
Man, the Clippers
the Heat better than the Celtics.
The Clippers are not all that, bro. I mean, they step up and play, but they have lost some games to some teams they probably shouldn't have lost to.
Well, they really don't know how to play with each other yet
because they don't play a lot together. They resting.
Yeah, that resting does get you rusty.
Well, I'm kind of waiting for All-Star break, so it started to get serious because, looking at, for instance, on the top 6 through 10, the Nuggets and the Jazz are two interesting teams to me. The Mavs, I still think they still got some gelling to do, but that Doncic boy is.
Ooh, that's just about to say. I was like,
truth,
man,
dog.
he is a stat machine.
He was a Hawk.
Yes, he was. He was a Hawk for what?
Couple minutes.
2 picks?
Yeah.
2 or 3 picks? Man.
And, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, did the Hawks really, lose in that trade with Trae Young and Doncic? But I think Trae Young, I think he's a valuable asset just as much as Doncic would. I mean, it's all about who you playing with. And I'm looking at the talent that the Hawks have compared to the Mavs and what Trae Young is able to do with the talent that he has.
He's going to have to get a little stronger.
Yeah.
Because last night, even that night, so we went to see, what was the game before that? The Nuggets.
Nuggets, yeah.
Murray took him in the post every time.
Really?
He can't do nothing when they back him down.
Right.
He's a little light.
And that may go with Doncic way because he has size on him.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing about him that I see that I don't know if a lot of people see, he got that killer in him, man. That fourth quarter, that boy is money.
Yes, sir. He get the
you
ball.
hear me? He money, boy.
He touched the ball every play.
It's all about him.
So I like the bottom half, which it can flip around. The Jazz, they're coming around. They play a lot of minutes though.
Yeah.
The thing, when you look at Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, Mitchell, Quinn Snyder plays his team well into the fourth quarter.
Right.
Every night, 32, 35, 30, sometimes Gobert.
Right.
Gobert already a little fragile.
Right.
I don't know how that's going to help when he starts playing these hammers like the Lakers and the Rockets, because the Rockets, boy.
Eric Nall says, "Where are my boys, the Sixers?"
I don't think they up there yet. They probably outside the top 10, maybe 11 or 12. Just like Shaq told Embiid that if you want to be good, keep scoring 28 points. Yeah. But if you want to be great, give me 30, 35, 40.
Right.
And
the Sixers seem, the past couple of games I done watched them, look like they hit a little lull, man. They're not.
They're predictable.
They're
how they
not
play.
as crisp as they were in the beginning of the season. I don't know if it's just
JJ?
that mid-season crunch. JJ, yeah.
JJ gone.
Yeah.
They can't. Everything has to come, off the drive. They
gotta
can't
make
space
some
the floor.
changes.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Mike, you assume Mike Scott would be helpful in that area, and then Korkmaz, but.
Yeah,
but they outside, cause I think they're maybe 11 or 12, somewhere right there. They right out. That bottom can change, as you know. The team that always surprises me is the Raptors, man.
Me too, man.
They remember we thought that.
And went crazy.
Yeah, you remember we thought Kyle Lowry was washed up, but couldn't make the shot, man.
Right.
With Siakam out right now, he been balling. I'm talking about every night on DraftKings. I don't know what I'm doing on DraftKings. I can check it now, but those rankings, we'll keep up with that as it goes, and we'll slide in the NBA. We don't know how we're going to talk about it because it's so many games, and we know a lot of people down in the South don't be following that basketball like that, but we do. So, moving on. I think we went out of order with that, but you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Nah, you do real quick?
Let's talk about what happened
Okay,
last week.
so we're just going to recap last week because we didn't really get to talk about it. We wanted to talk about
Before we go into next
it.
this
Before we
week.
go into next week.
Yeah.
The quick skinny, the Bills versus the Texans.
It was a good game.
Tale of two
man.
teams,
It
tale
was
of two
a good
halves.
game. It was a good game.
Josh was in deer in headlights.
Yep.
He didn't. I mean, I remember the cameras on him. He was looking like he was trying to calm himself. I could tell, but it was too much.
Experience is a big factor in the playoffs.
In Houston,
and he cracked under pressure, bro.
Yes, he did.
That's just it.
He definitely did that. He
was playing Madden.
Yeah, I mean, when
that
the
him ladder pitch, I was like,
with the pitch, I was like, what the heck are you doing? He was a deer in headlight, and I mean, they got a chance to do it again, but that play that Watson made, that was just money, man.
Yeah, man. I think that that was a good game. I hate it for the Bills because I'm a believer. But Houston, they, like you said, a tale of two halves.
They'll lose next week, though.
Yeah, they will.
That's just how,
sure
how it
about
goes.
that. That's how they roll.
All right, next game we had a quick one, quick skinny. We just give them the quick one. This one, I had it backwards. Sorry, guys. It's supposed to be 19-17. I think 17-9, right?
Yeah 17-9. I was like, that wasn't the score.
That wasn't the score, so I take that down. But Philly wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah,
it happened the way it did.
Yeah,
dirty play or not dirty play?
It wasn't a dirty play to me.
I mean, I didn't think so either. I just think he was, because he's never been a dirty player. That's why, I base mine off how if it happened to Sue, I'll be like, he be trying to get an extra edge on him.
Right.
But
he didn't know that hit was gonna knock him silly.
put him in the concussion protocol.
He went straight to the locker room.
Yeah, but hey, moving on to Green Bay next week. I think Russ and them, we'll get to that in a second. So that's gonna be a better game. How about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Ooh, this was it's the best one out of all of them because it was a Bama boy doing it.
Yeah, he was a Mack truck boy.
He was a Bama boy.
He rolling right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of concerned with Baltimore, man. We'll talk about that in a minute, but Henry rolling.
Yeah, he is, man.
He is rolling, dog. He falls
6 yards.
6
yards every time. He always third and short.
You stick him and he keep going. Patriots still trying to tackle Henry right now.
Yeah, they are. They thinking about him. Do you remember toward the fourth quarter when I think 27 ran up on him? And all he could do is just hit him and fall down.
Yeah.
He didn't try to tackle. He's like, I'm going to let him run into me, and then I'm going to grab him, and then he'll fall. And it was just, I was like, yep, that's it.
I don't know.
Tom Brady's last game?
Not for the Patriots, yes.
You think they're going to let him go?
I think he's going to go. I don't think the Patriots are going to pay him $30-40 million this age.
Who will with that noodly arm?
The Chargers.
I mean, he's from California.
The Chargers will. There's a team that's drinking the Kool-Aid. They're paying for 1 year.
I mean, Tom had, 1 year of a deep threat?
Chicago are paying.
Yeah, they will. But Tom Brady not mobile in the NFL. You got to be mobile.
Tom Brady said he's going to look at what he has around him as a factor of whether or not he plays for a certain team. So if the Patriots don't beef up their receiving core, Tom Brady going to go where he got some receivers so he can throw that thing to him.
Patriot way is dead.
Yeah.
You can't win with –
You got to pay people, man.
I mean, to me, and I know you Patriot fans out there, y'all going to get mad, but I think they were winning like that because they had an edge. Like, Miami Dolphins has the same type of players y'all have. Maybe one or two skilled players, that's pretty good. But, y'all had, Super Bowls, y'all just knew, every play. I just feel like it's just something that they were doing. And now that they get watched, that they can't do it as frequent. They probably still do it.
They look mediocre.
Yeah, they look mediocre. Like Bill, I've never seen the Patriots get run on like that. They've always had a defense. But that was
they couldn't even tackle.
They drank the Kool-Aid early in the year. I know I did. I was like, dang, this the best.
But so long, Patriots.
See you. Come sit on the couch with the Falcons.
Go fishing.
Come sit on the Falcons couch with the Falcons. And anybody else sitting on the couch?
Did they play another game last week?
Was there another trash team playing?
I think it was.
Oh yeah, this one here.
Another crybaby game. Oh man, I be honest, it was just never seen Saints team like that all year. I don't know what the hell happened to them.
I know what happened. They got through that A gap And Drew Brees does not. He has not. He
No.
cannot get away from the. He can get away from the edge. You know, he's a little shifty. But they was after him. He couldn't. He never felt comfortable. And then when he threw that interception, the great Drew Brees, the all-time leading touchdown guy. I mean,
You know what was the play of the game? When Mike Zimmer put his defensive end inside. He put both of the
yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That counter was so good, man.
Yeah, man. But so that game did have a little question. We know what the questionable call was.
Was it a
It
push
was right
off?
here. Was it a push off? This is the end of the clip because when he first came off, Williams grabbed him, didn't he?
Right,
So he initiated the contact.
right.
I mean, you can't call that play. Now, do y'all get the short stick on some calls? Yeah, y'all did. That Rams call, it was over. But as a Falcon fan, I don't care if it – I mean, y'all didn't come to Atlanta.
No.
That's all that mattered to me. You weren't coming to Atlanta to
Right.
win a Super Bowl. So you can tell me about it. About 2000, was that 10 they won?
Yeah.
9.
2007.
7 when they won it. Whew.
Long time ago.
Yeah. Y'all missed y'all window last year, I think. But, but if he's holding – that's who hold all the time right here. Marcus Lattimore holds all the time. He holds all the. I don't know how you pull your hamstring when the person you checking ain't even running full speed. You hanging on him. Julio can't get off because he always holding it.
Holding.
But hey, it came back to bite you again.
When referee camp, they tell you shouldn't decide the game, and I mean it wasn't egregious where they pushed the man down and he fell. It just was part of the game, man.
Yeah,
So,
I mean it's
you know,
part of the game.
It's
And
part of the game.
come on the couch. Tom's cooking some no fat, all vegan meals.
Hey, that window is closing fast, though.
It's closing fast.
It's
Closing fast.
closing down.
So we up against the wall, man. We've been talking a lot. That's not normal for us to talk. This is already 9:30, but it's maybe because we started late.
Yeah.
But we're going to just slide out of here for a second, like 30-second break. This is the Bright Ideas Sports. And we're back. Sorry. So it's time for our beer of the week. I guess that's what means we're gonna drink like 52 different beers in a year.
That's awesome.
Man, that's a lot. All right, it's all you.
All right, my good beer drinking people, and pull down the mic so y'all can see my lovely face. This week's beer was just a walking in the liquor store and doing shopping and look and say, hey, that looks interesting. Why don't I give that a shot? But this one goes to, and it's an Indian Pale Ale by Ironmonger Brewing Company out of Marietta, Georgia.
I saw that. They need to upgrade their label though.
Man,
It's so dark. It looks
well, it sets it out from the other. I tell you, it looks like a Star Wars.
yeah, that's
type-
what I said.
type
It looked like my cousin Deck used to have all the Star Wars. It looked like the package used to come in.
And the packaging was what drew me, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I had started looking for something else, and I came back to this. I was like, let me give this a shot. I didn't even really look at it. I just like, let me give it. It looks cool.
All right. But what about the taste? Tell us
Well,
about
the taste is a traditional Indian Pale Ale.
So it's like citrusy kind of.
No, not citrusy at all. You hit citrus on the back end just a little bit, but it's more of a hoppy IPA, more the bite.
The bitter taste.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that. I feel like I'm drinking something.
Feel like exactly. It's a beer drinker's beer.
I feel like I'm.
If you
drinking
like
something.
beer, this is what it tastes like.
6.1 alcohol by
6.1.
volume. They had something on the website to read about it, but it was telling you about what it does. But it's a pretty cool can, though.
And once again, I cannot say enough how much Georgia has turned into a microcraft brewery state, man. I mean, this brewery is popping up everywhere.
Pretty cool
And
can.
they making some
But
great
this-
product. So support local, buy local, some great beers right here in Georgia. Find them at your local grocery store, liquor store, gas station. You'll be amazed.
Popping them open. That's what we do. We pop these beers open.
And if you give it a taste,
I wonder if my Aunt Irene, I think she watching. Aunt Irene, I don't know if this tastes like a High Life. Let me see.
See what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Not as hot. It's not as strong like that. What's the one I like? Creature Comfort one.
Yeah.
What's that one called?
Tropicalia,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one kicks. That's a bite, but it's good.
Yeah. Good drink.
So, we need to move on into the next one. Get on out of here, man.
All right, let's do it. We can let people go.
You gotta go to work and stuff. Oh, that's you. Nobody wants to see you no more. It's Mark Dog Collins. Sorry. Oops. So we just get into the quick skinny. We got games this week. Making our picks, seeing how it goes. Anybody want to call in? Just hit us on the thing. We'll let you in. But for the first one, Vikings, 49ers. I think Vikings playing with confidence.
Right.
This won't be the Saints defense.
Nope.
That the 49ers came back and beat. Kurt, you think the hump? You think he's more relaxed now that he's won a big one?
Hell no.
Yeah.
He didn't win
I think
the
this game
last
depends
week.
on what I tell you. So I think this game depends on Thielen if he's playing.
He played last week.
No, because he said he got some stitches or something in his leg or something happened to him. And he don't know if he's going to play. So they say he didn't practice the last 2 days.
Nah.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think people overlook Thielen. And then he gets behind him and gets 124 yards and 7 catches.
I had him.
Yeah. Oh, you had him in DraftKings.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going with the Vikings because I think they're one of the more well-rounded defense. Like certain defenses have certain things good. Like for example, Green Bay, they got the 2 ends that can rush and they got the 1 cornerback. But I think the back end, what's his name, Bendejo, number 22. Like I think they have a better secondary that can, and they shut down, can't guard Mike. I mean,
Okay.
and then you want to run with them. They stop Kamara,
Right.
and Shanahan wants to run.
Right.
That's why I think Vikings over the 49ers.
I like that pick. That's a good pick. But I'm going with what I know. And when you got that bye week and you're at home and you just went from Minnesota to New Orleans, back to Minnesota, out to San Francisco.
I think they went. Oh, I think they stayed. I don't think they went back. I want to say that because I remember them saying something that they were going to stay.
Either way, you in your own bed.
Yeah.
I think the 49ers with that fullback going to run the ball on the Vikings. And I think Jimmy G going to do this little usual check down. Manuel Sanders going to
Debo.
have a good game. Debo Kittle's going to kill him. I think the 49ers are rolling at the right time. And Kyle Shanahan has been in these games. So I think this is the end of the road for the Vikings. Because you know how a team would make a big win and they get too high. I don't know if they can keep rolling. It don't feel like – that game didn't feel like, okay, now they rolling. It's just like they did what they had to do to win the game.
Yeah.
And Dalvin Cook trying to run the ball, I don't know if he's going to be able to run it like that against San Francisco. They got a pretty good defensive line.
Yeah. But
And Kirk going to get hit too. And then the Saints didn't hit Kirk like that.
not at all.
So San
Because the
Francisco
defensive ends only got one move. It's a bull rush.
Yeah.
Cam
Yeah.
Jordan don't ever spin. He
Yeah.
just bull rush you and
I'm going to
twirl
go
his
against you on this one. I got to go with Frisco.
all right. I'm going with the Vikings. Go. Next game.
To me, this one, I hate that Seattle didn't really have a running game per se because I think that limits them in the passing game and Russell and what he can actually do. Green Bay this year haven't really impressed me. They just won some games because Aaron Jones decided he want to run the ball, and they got a coach that's going to give him the ball. Mike McCarthy was still there. They wouldn't even be in the playoffs. The game in Lambeau, Aaron Rodgers doesn't really have any receivers. I think Russell had a bad game last week against Philly.
DK Metcalf. You had him too?
Yeah.
Woo! Man, you made out.
I think Seattle is rolling. I'm gonna keep that real.
I don't think the road matters to Seattle.
It doesn't matter.
They're 9-1 on the road now.
Yeah.
And one play they ran and let me know that Pete Carroll is he's a cerebral guy in the game. He lined up Marshawn Lynch. He hadn't been in the game yet, and they immediately thought it was running.
Right.
They ran him out the backfield, caught a pass.
Yeah, sure did.
So
Sure
that's
did.
another element, to keep the team off balance. But I think DK Metcalf and what's my other man name? Moore.
Moore, D Moore, yeah.
He actually was.
Yeah.
They were getting open, and
Yeah.
I don't know if the pass rush is gonna get to him, but Russell's just a gamer, so I'm going. With Russell.
And Green Bay defense ain't all that stout. I mean, teams have been moving the ball. Trubisky moved the ball against Green Bay, so Russell going to just carve them up. I think, and I think it's going to be Seattle day. I'm going with Seattle.
Me too. I think we're on same on that one. On that one. Moving on to the next game. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to cut to it. Cut to us. All right, there you go.
My friend Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be a race game. Houston not going to stop. What Buffalo problem was they couldn't score the touchdown, so they had to kick field goals.
And the defense was good.
And the defense was doing. They just had to kick field. These guys don't kick field goals. They go for your throat.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of plays that's in the playbook.
Houston beat Kansas City this year, and I think it's going to be hard for them to beat them twice.
Yeah, and that
in
was
Arrowhead.
He had a great game then.
Yeah, he did.
I've never seen him put together 2 games back to back great. That's why he'll beat the Patriots one week and then lose to the Colts.
That's right.
This ain't the Colts.
Nah.
I mean, it's an animal. Like, I mean,
this is my money game though. I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Oh yeah, that's the high
up and
scoring
down the field.
probably.
I think it is.
But Kansas City's defense, since they made their little adjustments, they hadn't been giving up points like that. They cover the pass.
If Will Fuller playing, it's gonna be
That's
points
the problem.
scored.
They don't have that
stretch the
bust
field.
the top off, and then Coutee is a under guy.
Yep.
What's his name? They really didn't give him enough passes. I don't
Steals.
think Steals. He ain't in New Orleans no more. Or Miami. So
I think Carlos Hyde is gonna have a good day running the ball.
I think Damon Williams gonna have the best day out of all of them.
Yeah, I do too.
Him and then Hot Blazing Amazing gonna get behind.
Yes, sir. Tyreek Hill.
Yes, sir.
My dog.
If he don't pull nothing, because
he be running so fast.
They go from 0 to 60 so fast. So I mean, I'm gonna go with this just based on the history. Number one, you've seen him already.
Right.
They know what's going on. I don't think Andy Reid want to lose twice.
Nope.
And then Deshaun Watson, I just don't think he puts it together 2 games in a row. So going with that. Yeah. All right, next one.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. The last one, Mr. PlayStation circle button himself. The circle button.
The key to this game is if Baltimore going to be able to stop Henry. If they can't stop Henry, Tennessee will win this game. I'm letting you know that off the rip. Lamar Jackson or not. Lamar Jackson, his first playoff game, I don't think it's going to be his best performance in terms of having accuracy and high yards. He going to run a lot because he going to be feeling that type of pressure. But I think this game going to be better than most people think. But I think Lamar, it's going to come down to who's really doing the thing. Is it Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson?
Same here. I think it's going to be low scoring.
Yep.
The X factor is Mark Ingram. Number 2 is Tennessee's defense is not bad at all.
Nope.
Baltimore is suspect on the ends when you run outside, and that's exactly what they did to the Patriots.
That's right.
Last week. I can see the same game plan. I don't know. Vrabel's been in the Patriot organization. I know he don't want to do the same thing twice, but maybe they run up the middle this week. Never seen Baltimore come from behind, but this ain't a team that gets up on you like that. I mean, they do that against the Falcons and be up 21-0 or 21-3 or something like that. But I think Baltimore, they're their own factor. I mean, you got a quarterback built into a running back and a quarterback. Yeah, I think it's going to be the Ravens too.
Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens, but I do expect a very good game. And I'll be able to tell you in the first quarter if I see Henry toting that thing for 5, 6, 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, it's got to change.
It's gonna be a long day.
I heard they were flying in like extra ice tubs into the stadium. So after this game, they're gonna,
But you know what I like about Tennessee coach? He don't mind continuously running. If he getting 5, 6, 7, 8, he gonna run it by 4, 5 times in a row.
I mean, that's it. That's
coaching right there, bro.
We gonna keep doing it.
We gonna keep doing it till you stop it.
And nobody hits him hard.
Nobody.
Like, you know how
Nobody.
running backs' lives are like, shortened because they play running back. Like, I don't see that happen with Derrick Henry.
Nah.
And I don't see that happen with – that's why Peterson, he never, like, really got – I mean, every
Right.
now and then he get popped.
Right.
But, like, you don't pop Derrick Henry. He hits you.
He hits you. And every now and then he busts out and he gone.
Yeah, so that's going to be good. So that's going to be some fun games. I think, was it all Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Saturday.
It's going to be good. Last full weekend of football.
Man, I know. I can't wait. It's almost time for the Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl, so just some fun news, not fun, but sad fun news today. I wanted to put this on here just to get some people agitated and tell them to get on the post. So I went to the game last night and I saw where I was like behind this guy that's always at the game, this celeb. His name's Boosie. So Lil Boosie from Baton Rouge. So Lil Boosie had on a Kappa Alpha Psi shirt, and I saw it when I finally looked at it. I was like, man, I was like, he went to college. So today on Twitter, I mean, just 38 hot. They was like, man, what are you doing wearing that? Because I think his brother's a Kappa. That's what it is.
Oh,
he
okay.
didn't know it because he thought like. So he had a response to him today. He was like, I want to apologize, or he just said I had on this Kappa sweater. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, but so I ain't gonna never do that again. I don't want to disrespect your frat in his own Boosie way. He didn't say it like I'm saying it, but he said, but I want y'all to do something for me. Since y'all always dancing and striding with my wipe me down, y'all need to teach me to dance. Yeah, you gonna teach me to dance. That's what y'all gonna do. So Boosie said if he gonna stop wearing the shirt, if the Kappas teach him how to stroll.
Oh, man.
That should be interesting. So on another one, Fifth Ward Weeby.
Fifth Ward, man.
Fifth Ward Weeby
so
checked out of here.
man.
Checked out of here today.
Oh, man, he was one of the first bounce artists I heard down in New Orleans before, man.
He was a young guy. He wasn't that old.
Man, and that's sad. Did they say the cause?
Nah, I hadn't looked at it. I get tweeted out, or I'll call Marlon Dominique. He knows everything.
He's been taking it hard, man.
Yeah, no, he probably
DJ. Be all right. We need a mix now.
We need a mix. Send us a mix up here with the Fifth Ward Weeby.
We need that, man.
So another one for Marcus doesn't play this sport just yet, but if you like the golf, this gentleman here, Mr. Pete Dye, the big time golf course extraordinaire. He's built TPC, Sawgrass, all the greats. He passed away today as well. So,
rest in peace, brother.
So for Pete, when I go to Sawgrass and I'm on 17, I'm gonna hold it out for you, brother. I'm gonna hold it out for you. I know it costs a lot of money to play. My game ain't where it need to be right now, but we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
He got a long way to go, Pete.
Yes, we do. We do. So rest in peace, Mr. Pete Dye, the golf course designer extraordinaire.
Yeah, man.
So some other fun stuff. We got these little guys right here out of New Orleans.
Yo, what up, whoa?
This is what's up, whoa? So this is the 11 and under NO Dolphins. This is one of their championship pitchers, I think.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
They won in their age group. I think they won something this past, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they won a championship. I think it included like Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, kind of like in that general area. But these young men, I don't know if you ever seen them. Well, we see them, but we bringing them to your attention that they play some good football. They got great coaches. The coaches are their dads, I think.
Yeah.
And they make some fine young gentlemen, and it's good to see that, because this is why, like, I try to tell my wife, like, why your kids play sports. It's more for the camaraderie,
right?
It's for the discipline, because some of these kids may not have a 2-person household. Like, you learn to respect elders, you learn how to talk to people, you learn how to constructively think. I mean, yeah, they banging heads together and doing that, but it's all has a dream. Because I mean, I love every coach I played for, and they was tough as heck on me.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I didn't want to run all the time, like, but I mean, he's teaching you something. You realize, like, in a game, fourth quarter, or we still running the same speed. That's why he ran us. Oh, right. Okay. Right. So just forwarding into that, that's why I want to lead into this next thing. So these guys, this season is over.
Yeah.
And they have a GoFundMe page right now. It's been set up by Miss Dolly Diaz, I think. And what they're trying to do is give these guys a banquet.
Oh man.
So because they've been dominant. I mean, they go over to Mobile, they travel.
Yeah.
So I want
Parents, shout out to the parents. The
Shout out
ones
to all the
that,
parents.
that definitely participating in these young men's lives, and you know what you're doing for them. You don't really understand how far that's gonna go with them. You know, farther in their lives, and remember, Miss or Mister doing certain things for them at this particular age. So understand the impact that's going to be lifelong that you're doing. And definitely everybody out there, if you can't have a couple dollars, go ahead and donate to this cause, because, you know, it's one thing to donate to the larger organizations, but when you know your money going towards something that's going to help some kids feel good about themselves and what they've been doing, then, you know, that's what you want to, that's definitely what you want to do in life.
So yes, that's a. They only got $200 in there right now, but hey, we can help them get that goal. As she says, Miss Dolly says on the thing, no gift is too small. $5, $1, $2.
Right.
But just to show those kids that, you know, somebody's looking at them and proud of them, which I'm sure they get a lot of that, but just to see that it's coming from people that they may not even know.
That's right.
That appreciate them for, you know, being good kids.
That's right, man.
So
Future Bama players.
Yes,
look
sir.
At
Come on
look
up here.
at all of them.
That's the only Dolphins that win.
Oh, look at them.
The only Dolphins that's winning. So, and lastly, leave it out with, you ever been to a Liggins Brothers Super Bowl party? It's something to see.
My goodness.
February 2nd. It's going
down.
down in the normal place.
Man.
Maxim Road, Austell, 5:30. Gift giveaways.
All that.
Each quarter, giving away gifts. You know we got the food.
All
Y'all
that.
bring the drink. You know, that's
All
how you
that.
get in. You
That's
got to
right.
bring a drink.
That's right.
Got the best food. We got the brothers of the Masonic Lodge number
25.
cooking the food, the fish, the chicken. It's going down. We got DJ Cheech Beats on the ones and twos. It's going to be a party. So I'm inviting you all to come out there and come hang out with us and enjoy the festivities, because we go all night, really. And I wouldn't go to work on Monday.
Yeah, teacher, you got to play some music during the commercials, man. You got to be ready, bro. you be over there fellowshipping with us, man. You got to get there and spring them records.
Cheech Beats. Cheech Beats said something on Facebook today. He said, my friends like it when I call their name on the
Yeah, I
mic."
heard it. I was like, shout outs matter.
But shout outs matter. He always got a good one. So I guess that's it for me. I got nothing else. It was good to be back.
I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm looking forward to all the football. We're gonna have a lot to talk about next week. We need to get into more of how this college football season playing out and the final rankings. It's gonna be a good show next week.
And who's the most must-have college player next year?
That's real.
It's gonna be interesting. So
We appreciate y'all.
this the Bright Idea Sports. Peace.